it's time for round 2. Hey everyone, it's Rose and welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be part 2 of letting a wheel spinner pick how long I read for. So last week I did this challenge for 5 days. The vlog will be up on my channel now and I really enjoyed it. It motivated me to read so much and it got me on track, if anything a little bit ahead of my 30 books in 30 days challenge. So I thought we'd do a part 2 where we do it for another 5 days basically. So it's currently 9 PM, so obviously we're not doing this challenge today. We're starting tomorrow, but I'm really excited. So we're going to spin the wheel now for how long I'm going to have to read tomorrow. So if you didn't see part 1, go check it out, but I'll explain it to you. Basically, very simple. I have a wheel spinner which has the numbers 1 to 10 on it. Every day we're going to spin it and whatever number I get is how many hours I have to read. I like to plan ahead the night before, so we're going to spin the wheel the evening before so that I can plan my day out depending on how many hours I get. Let's get into it and let's spin the first number. It's a high number. Don't really want 10 though. 9. Well, at least it wasn't 10, I guess. I'm reading for 9 hours tomorrow. Good job I'm not doing anything. Last time I'm pretty sure we started with 1 hour. This is a very different way to start this challenge and I'm not sure how I feel about it. It is the next day. Good morning. I've been reading for just over 2 hours now and I have been reading from The Worst Best Man by Lucy Score. This is on my April TBR, so I was like, I'm in the mood for a rom-com. Let's pick this one up. On page 130, I am loving this book so far. So much is happening. It is so funny. It is so fast-paced. And I'm really looking forward to reading this today. Definitely with the 9 hours. Well, we're 2 down now. 7 to go. But still, with 7 hours, we can definitely finish this book. I think it's like 450 pages. So I'm taking a break now to get everything, well, most of the things done that I need to do today so that I can just spend most of the afternoon reading. So I'll check back in with you when I've made some more progress on The Worst Best Man by Lucy Score. I just finished The Worst Best Man by Lucy Score. This book was so good. I absolutely love Lucy Score's writing so much. Her books are always so funny and this is on the shorter side of her books and it was still like 460 pages I think, and I loved every second of it. Honestly, the fact that she can keep me entertained in a romance book for like, some of them are 600 pages and I never get bored is amazing. I'm rating this book 4.5 stars. It was so good, so funny. I loved it so much. I loved the couple and I had such a fun time reading it. I have just over 3 hours left on the timer for today. 3 hours and 17 minutes to be precise. And for the remainder of those hours, I am going to make a dent in Check and Mate by Ali Hazelwood. This is also on my April TBR and one I've been so excited to read. I don't know why I haven't yet, but this is the next book I'm going to read. I have just under 2 hours left and I've made it to page 113 of Check and Mate by Ali Hazelwood. I am really enjoying this one. These books always make me feel smarter, and while this doesn't have these science facts that Ali Hazelwood usually does, this one has chess facts, so I still feel like I'm learning something. And it's also funny, as her books always are. It's going really quickly and I am really enjoying it. There is about an hour to go on the timer and we are going to spin the wheel for tomorrow now because I'm going to go to bed after the timer ends. And I would like to plan my day tomorrow around how many hours I end up getting. Remove the number 9. I'm going to remove whatever number we get as well so that we don't get any repeats. Like I did in the last video, and I guess without further ado, let's spin the wheel for the second time in the video. 8. Okay, another high number. For a second I thought it was on 10 though, so okay. So I'm about halfway through Check and Mate now. I've got another hour to go. I'll be about here. And then tomorrow with the 8 hours we'll definitely be finishing this book and I'm guessing a whole other book as well. So I will talk to you tomorrow when I finish Checkmate by Ali Hazelwood, and we'll see how long it ends up taking me tomorrow morning. It is day 2 now and I just finished Checkmate by Ali Hazelwood, so I thought I'd update you. Last night with the remaining time I got to page 226, and then to finish it this morning it's taken me almost exactly an hour and a half. I rated this book 4 stars. I really liked it. I, as always with Ali Hazelwood's books, had such a fun time. It was so interesting with all the chess aspects, but it didn't make me feel bored. It made me feel interested, which is, I really like how she does that with the knowledge-based aspects of her books, if that makes sense, and I really liked it. Would definitely recommend. So as you saw, we have 6.5 hours left for the rest of the day, and I would like to read a whole book in that time, and this is an ambitious one because it's nearly 500 pages, but I would really like to read From Lukov with Love by Mariana Zapata. Last week most of the books I read were fantasy, and my brain is just, it can't deal with the world building this time round, so we're reading a lot of like rom-coms. I have mixed feelings about Mariana Zapata's books so far, but I've heard people absolutely love this one, so I'm willing to give it a try. And also Ellen sent this to me, so I have to read it. Ellen, I'm sorry it's taken me so long. Thank you for the book. So I've been reading From Lukov with Love for almost an hour and a half now. That is not bright enough for you guys to see. Just got over 5 hours left to go. I'm about 100 pages in. It doesn't even look like I've made a dent, but I've made a little one. I have mixed feelings so far. Obviously, I'm like a fifth of the way into the book, so it's not a judge on the book as a whole, just on what I've read so far. I feel like he's low-key trying to shame her on her body weight without actually saying it. So far there's been 2 instances of that, and I don't want there to be any more. He hasn't actually said, like, they were talking about like physicals and stuff because it's a competitive sport, and it was like body weight, and he was like, speaking of body weight, he didn't say anything else, but it was kind of implied that it was going to be negative if he'd continued. I don't really know. I'm going to give it the benefit of a doubt for now. I am going to listen to some more. I'm going to put the audiobook on because I have some stuff to do and I don't want to take breaks today. I would like to just get it done rather than yesterday where it went on till nearly midnight. So I'm going to listen for a bit, switch back over to the book at points, and we'll just see if my opinion changes as I get through the book. I have not updated you in a while, and in that time I finished the hours and I also finished the book. Sorry guys. So it worked out basically perfectly. I finished From Lukov with Love by Mariana Zapata literally like 5 minutes before the timer went off. I think I'm gonna rate this book 3 stars. A bit disappointing, but also not, because I didn't go into it with high expectations because I haven't loved Mariana Zapata. I don't know if I'm going to read more from her or if there's only like a few books left, so maybe I might read them just to say I've read them all, but like, do I need to be doing that? I don't know. We also don't need to be having that conversation right now. I kept falling asleep reading this, which really, I'm disconnected from all the characters. I never do that. I think I've done it like twice before and I just kept falling asleep. I am tired too, but like normally reading would keep me awake. So I think that affected the rating quite a lot. But we're now officially a whole book ahead of the 30 books in 30 days challenge. Today's day 11 and I just finished my 12th book. So these long hours are really getting me ahead of this challenge. As always, we're going to spin now for tomorrow's hours. Seeing as we've had 8 and 9 already, if we don't get 10, then the highest number is 7. And I really do not want 10. We have puppy training tomorrow. I have some stuff to do and I don't want to be up late because I'm busy at the weekend as well. So we're going to spin it now, and as long as we don't get 10, I'm going to be happy, basically. That was so close. 6. Okay. Not too bad. I have no clue what I'm going to read tomorrow. Is it day 3 now? I don't know guys, I'm tired. You can hear snoring in the background. It is the dog. Look at her in that blanket. And then we have these two. My morning has been that, and also I have read for 2 hours already, and the book I've been reading is The Bodyguard by Catherine Center. I'm about halfway through. I'm really loving this. I didn't know how I was going to feel about it, because from what I'd heard, although I really, like, the people I'd seen talk about it rate it really good things. Girls. I'd seen people rate it really highly, but from the way they described it, I didn't know if it was going to be my thing. But I'm really loving it so far. I'm about halfway through, like I said. So I think I'm literally just going to sit here. Hopefully the dog will calm down and give me cuddles instead of fighting each other. And I'm just going to finish The Bodyguard, read the second half. And then we'll be almost done for the day. It's only like 7:30 AM right now. So I don't know what I'm going to do in my afternoon. I just finished The Bodyguard by Catherine Center. This book, so good. I enjoyed it so much. It was such an interesting premise. I enjoyed the dialogue. I thought it was really funny. Like how it really focused on her being this strong woman, all about her career. Like, I adored it. I rated it 4 stars. We have just under 2 hours left on the timer, so this took me about 4 hours to read, and I'm going to spend the last 2 hours starting Mr. Wrong Number by Lynn Painter. I've heard such amazing things about Lynn Painter, and I've heard this book is really funny. If you couldn't tell, this week I'm just in the mood for rom-coms, funny books, fast-paced books, and I think this will be fun. The 6 hours are done. Yet another day completed. Let's talk about Mr. Wrong Number. I made it to chapter 8, page 132. I'm loving this book so much. I think it's going so quickly. It's so funny. I love the banter. I'm just really enjoying it. I can't wait to finish it tomorrow. Even if we get a low number, I'm gonna finish this book tomorrow. That brings me to spinning the wheel for the 4th time in this video, ready for tomorrow. I don't want a high number. I am busy basically all afternoon and evening, so I'm hoping we don't get 10 or 7, really. I'm hoping for 5 or below. Okay. 2. I thought it was on 5. I completely read that wrong. 2. So easy, and I'm pretty sure I can finish this in exactly 2 hours. I have just finished Mr. Wrong Number by Lynn Painter. I think I'm gonna rate this 3 stars. It was very fast paced, it was very fun, it was very sweet, but I don't know, there was just something that didn't make it amazing. Also, the main guy's name's Colin, and I don't know why, but that's really funny to me. Sorry to the Collins out there. I don't know why. But I'm going to rate it 3 stars. I'm so happy we only got 2 hours because I'm about to get ready and then be busy for the rest of the afternoon and evening. So we're going to spin the wheel for the last time for tomorrow's hours. 7. Okay. It could have been worse. It could have been 10. So my plan tomorrow is to read The Love Wager, which is technically the sequel to this one, but I don't know who the character, like, I don't think we've met the characters in it, so I don't really understand how it's a sequel, but hey. I have been reading for about an hour today. We've got 5 hours and 55 minutes to go, and I am on page 90 of The Love Wager by Lynn Painter. I'm really enjoying this book so far. I think I like it more than Mr. Wrong Number. It doesn't have, I don't know, I think it's friends to lovers, and that's not normally a trope I love, but I really like the whole concept of this one where they're trying to like be each other's wingmen for the dates, and I think they're gonna slowly realize that, like, I don't want to be a wingman, I want to be with you, and it's really good. I think I'm gonna finish it in a couple hours, honestly. I'm like a third of the way through and it's only been an hour, so hopefully I'll be done in a couple hours and I'll let you know my thoughts and my rating. Just finished The Love Wager by Lynn Painter. I'm going to rate this one 3.5 stars. I liked it a bit more than the other one. Honestly, don't even know how the two were connected, but who knows. This was fun. It was friends to lovers, which is why it wasn't higher, because I don't really love that trope. but I did really like this book, and I liked the first half more than the second half, but I did enjoy it overall. We have 3 hours and 49 minutes left on the timer, and I'm going to try and read a whole nother book in that time. So I've picked a short one. We have One Italian Summer by Rebecca Sell. I think this is like 270 pages, so not too long. Not too long, it's under 300 pages, it's very short. And I think I can definitely read this today, the remaining basically 4 hours. Okay, quick change of plans. I started One Italian Summer. That book is going to be too sad for me right now. It's not something I just want to read in a day, I don't think. I want to take my time with it. So we're going to switch to a different book, and I'm going to go back to that one later on in the year, I think. Knowing me, I'll probably end up reading it in like a week. So I'm going to instead read Perfect on Paper by Sophie Gonzalez. This sounds a lot more light-hearted. It's young adult rom-com vibes, and I'm just going to see how far I can get into this with the remaining time. Okay, the second book pick is going much better. This one is much more light-hearted. I am about 80 pages in, and I'm really enjoying it so far. I have just over 2.5 hours left on the timer. I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish this in that amount of time, but I want to finish this today anyway. So if the timer goes off, I'm just going to continue till I'm done with this book. It's quite funny so far, and I'm having a good time. I didn't have time to update you yesterday, but I did finish Perfect on Paper by Sophie Gonzalez. I ended up rating this 4 stars. It was so good. I enjoyed it so much. I definitely recommend. I had so much fun with it. I loved all the representation. The queer and questioning club had my heart and made me a bit emotional, and I really enjoyed this. With that being said, that's the end of this video. Quite a few books in this video, I think. I don't remember which one I started at, but I think I read at least 5, maybe, which is pretty good. This video was only 5 days long. But that's everything from me. If you'd like to see more from me, please be sure to like and subscribe, as I post new videos every single week. There's also a part 1 of this video if you want to go check it out. Hope you have a lovely day, and I will see you in another video. Bye!